Democratic presidential hopeful Dean Phillips visits Modestman Brewing in Keene, New Hampshire on Sunday, June 14, 2024.
Inspired, right? Yeah. Hey, you know why I love Keene more than anything else? Because it rhymes with Dean. Yay! Ready for people to be able to go to college and not be burdened with tens of thousands of dollars in debt? Yeah. How about, not only does it matter and is it meaningful, it will literally be the day, January 23rd, that changes everything. Everything. The power is in your hands, because if we surprise, because of all of you, everything changes on day 2. And we're going to change the trajectory of this entire race and of the future and of the world, and for all my colleagues and all my friends and my family and my neighbors of all colors and races and religions and geographies. Because the country somehow has slipped away from us because 2 parties are not working for us, they're fighting each other, or is constantly looking back. And I have great respect for President Biden, but we have 2 candidates who are right now leading that most of the country does not want, that represent yesterday. And I just think it's time that we look forward and reinvent and reimagine and relieve the suffering in our country and the entire world. Where you end up. And I know, a kid in this entire country whose life changed somehow for the better, strangely enough. Family that night, that we have a responsibility in the United States to support a new president, no matter what. The one that saved thousands of businesses and hundreds of thousands of jobs. With whom did I work? They said. You know what they said. And then I had my Democratic colleagues who would talk in quiet tones in the hallways, at the tables, behind closed doors, about President Biden, and then get in front of the TV cameras and say something totally different. So I said, I'm going to resign from this. My principles are so incongruent with the people that I believed were the most principled in this country. And then I decided I would run for president, because if not me, who, and if not now, when? And that's why I came to Concord on October 27th and said, I declare my name for president. Because we cannot afford Donald Trump to be back in the White House. And everybody who's paying attention, I think all of you are, Joe Biden cannot win. Not because he's not a good man, not because he's not able, but because Americans have decided they do not want him. That's why the polls have him behind nationally. That's why the polls have him losing in every single battleground state. That is why the polls now show him with the lowest approval numbers in American presidential history. Some of you yourselves may have come from somewhere else. I love you, I love that. Republicans love that. But what we don't love is knowing that tens of thousands of people are approaching our border a day, thousands of which are not even encountered. We don't know who they are. And yet we spend $1 trillion a year defending our country? I'm here to tell you the truth. We can manage our country with a fiscally responsible manner. We can secure our borders. We can have a humane immigration policy that welcomes people. But we can't keep lying, and we can't keep being so purist in our principles and our policy principles that we preclude decency and common sense. Your advocacy, your integrity, your courage to shake it up and do better for them. Because in 2028, there will not be another election if Donald Trump is elected. Think about these young people right here, these amazing young people, some of whom cannot vote.
I did my best. I will.
Thank you so much.